What's up, y'all? Welcome back, man. I am Van. We are the LFR family. Y'all already know that, man. I've been on a short hiatus because we got some trouble, man. We got some trouble, but it's all good. We're moving forward. Remind me one day to tell y'all about this barbershop right here in this neighborhood that's behind me. Oh, man, I'm so excited about what's happening to the channel, and I'm so excited that y'all are a part of it, man. Y'all are amazing. So let's get to it. Jesse Lee Peterson is about to have a conversation with one of the leaders of Antifa. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but I am just now being introduced to Antifa. It's anti-fascist. They're against anti-fascists. They're anti-fascist. They're against fascist people. I'm just now understanding what all these terms are. Yes, my head's been buried inside the daggone dirt for a long time, intentionally, because I didn't want to have to deal with the foolishness that was going around the world. But I am now mature enough to now start looking into it, but I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. And because you are rocking with me, I can do it. Anyone who has been purchasing hats, thank you so much. And shirts, thank you so much. Anyone else who would like to purchase a hat or shirt, we have passed the 100 mark of sales. And if you want to get a shirt or something as well, go to the link below, hatsforsale.com, and put in LFR10 for 10% off, and you'll get free shipping all across the United States of America.
Who are the people that Antifa is fighting against exactly? Can you name them?
Can I name them? Well, I try to be careful not to name them just on an arbitrary level, but obviously we have a website, onepeoplesproject.com, where we have a list of rogues gallery entries of people that we have monitored over the past, and full disclosure, yourself included.
Wow, he said I don't want to name who we're against, but guess what? You're on the list, bro. You're on the whiteboard. We've been discussing you in our meetings.
We have zeroed in on you in the past because we've had issues with things that you have been about. But you're just one person. When we're talking about neo-Nazis, we were the ones that were following Richard Spencer since 2006. That's why a lot of people have started looking at us, wondering who was this character. We have gone after folks ranging from the Klan, neo-Nazis, to mainstream conservatives.
So
and
you have me on your list? Hey, Darryl, so you have me, I'm on your list, and what is it that you disagree with about me?
My issue with you in particular is I don't necessarily, not these days at least, have an issue with Black conservatives, but I think
he said him specifically, not Black conservatives, him specifically, brother. Okay, let me shut up so he can answer.
In your case, I think you have spent a lot of time trying to make apologies or try to be apologists for some folks out there that have been involved in the white supremacist scene. I remember there was a video from the Prop 187 fight where Martin Francis got clocked in the head with I guess a stone or something, and you're on YouTube and arguing with this Hispanic reporter who asked if he was a racist, and he was getting upset saying, "How dare you call me a racist? Here's a Black man with me." Well, Martin Francis was with Voices of Citizens Together, or at least an associate. Your friend Glenn Spencer is the head of that. He is an associate of the Council of Conservative Citizens. I've seen them in conferences that were held by this group. And the Council of Conservative Citizens is a white supremacist group.
Well, we were all out there fighting. We were all out there trying to get the government to shut down the borders because of illegal aliens coming into our country and affecting the country in a negative way, especially the Black community. And these people came very violent, and they were dressed in red, and they were throwing frozen Coke cans and things like that. And that's what hit Martin in the head. And,
I wasn't sure what hit him in the head. I wasn't sure.
And that was evil. Let me ask, I noticed that down.
Now, something that he just now did that I wish we do more of. He told Jesse Lee Peterson why he was on their radar. Basically, he was saying that you didn't take the side of Black people. When it was time to defend us, you was on their side. You was and that's not the side you're supposed to be on. So since you were on that side and you were one of the loudest ones, and you're Black, we decided to put you on our whiteboard. Oh yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson, he was out there too, and he was taking up for him too. So we're gonna definitely put him up on the board. We're gonna make sure we watch him, make sure we follow him, make sure, you know what I mean, on social media, not get behind him. And you know, every time he drives, you try to get like 3 cars behind him, and then none of that. But without context, he's gonna see everything all messed up. And that's the problem we have. We like to look at somebody do one thing, and then we like to judge them off of that one thing, not even understanding why they're doing this. And Jesse Lee Peterson told him we were already out there. We were out there protesting, we was trying to shut this wall down because of what was going on. We were trying to get the illegals from coming over. That's what he was saying. And when this happened, you all were out there, and you all were being violent, and you all started doing this, that, and the other, through the coke can and blah, blah, blah. This other gentleman, Daryl, he didn't know about all that, but he knew about Jesse Lee Peterson being out there. Without context, sometimes we get ourselves into a mess of trouble, and that's unfair to the people that we're accusing, man. I mean, we're pointing like one finger at, as soon as you point one finger at somebody, it's like 4 or 5 pointing right back at you.
Virginia, the Antifa people were having a peaceful rally. They had a permit to hold that rally. I mean, the alt-right people, I'm sorry, not Antifa, but the alt-right people were holding a peaceful rally.
Please tell me the difference between alt-right and like people say that they're against alt-right, that they're too far right or too far gone. I don't know what it is, but if y'all can let me know, that'd be awesome.
You guys showed up dressed in black, your faces covered, you came with weapons, and you attacked.
They came ready to fight.
The alt-right. Was that right? Why did you show up? And didn't they have a right, whether you agree with them or not, didn't they have a right to hold a peaceful rally? They were in support of the Confederate flag. They didn't want it to come down. Didn't they have a right to protest?
Here you are defending the Nazis again.
See. He didn't hear anything else he said. That's why he started grinning. He was like, see, you're coming up with a way to defend them again. And then he called them Nazis completely.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It was them that attacked. It was them with the weapons.
That's not true.
Bro, you just now said that you didn't know about the red can. So if you didn't know about the red can, then you didn't know about everything. You didn't know who started it, who did what, you ain't know any of that. You just now admitted that he did. Am I tripping? If I'm tripping, you know what? I don't apologize, because this won't be the first time that I've been tripping or got something wrong. Okay? So it's all good. But I do think he said that he didn't know that somebody threw a soda can and hit somebody in the head. Apparently that's what started it all off, and he's now trying to say, no, you guys are I didn't know about the soda can, but you did it.
It was them with the helmets. It was them with the military formations. And they've been harassing Charlottesville for a good 3 months now.
You're not answering my question.
The show before. The fact of the matter is the anti-fascist groups that were there,
you're not answering my question.
We're protecting that city, protecting that town, and they were the ones that suffered a fatality.
Why?
Heather Heyer was killed by the neo-Nazis.
Why are you
allegedly by the neo-Nazis? I play it safe, but the truth of the matter is, when we came out there because we saw that these neo-Nazis, who you want to say have a permanent, like that's supposed to mean we can't show up. They came out there to try to intimidate Charlottesville. So we came out and said, no, you will not do that. There was no violence until you saw those people with a permit shoving clergy around, shoving people who weren't lifting a finger to them.
Daryl, why?
How does Jesse Lee Peterson do this? Like, he always piss someone off, and this dude don't even raise his voice to get into the red. I don't know if anybody has ever recorded a podcast or been in the studio before where you did music or something, and your vocal levels are just on point all the time. On this video right here, Jesse Lee Peterson is just chilling, asking questions and just telling them what his points are. And while the guy is just going, and he's just chilling, bro. Like, okay, you done? Are you done? Because we're not helping anything by doing all this. But I'm going to respond, and I bet you interrupt me while I'm responding.
Why did you, if you people mean well, if you're supposed to be doing the right thing, why are you hiding your faces, and why are you coming with sticks and nails and sharp edges if you are trying to do good? And why are you so violent?
I think it's funny how you have an issue with violence, considering you have defended people who have been about domestic violence. How you talk about how fighting domestic violence is a socialist plot to undermine the man.
You're not answering my question.
Why this dude flailing all over the place, man? I love it. It's like he's like, why are you on the socialist plot and a violent man? And you all over the place. And I say, oh man, you ask me and I'm gonna say something. I don't want cookies. I want potato chips. I want to dip them in some ranch. Where's the ranch? Like, come on, bro, relax.
You're not answering my.
I digress. You're absolutely right. I'll answer the question.
Please
don't. Why are you so violent?
I'm not masked up. I'm not violent. If I'm violent, it's because somebody has been violent against me.
He's not asking about you, bro. He's asking about the Antifa organization, the people that's out there. He's speaking to you so that you can represent the people. How difficult is that to understand, my brother? I mean, you seem like you're very into, well, I don't know. I haven't heard enough to see if see if you're intelligent enough. I mean, or not. But he's asking you to speak for the people, not just for you. I wasn't masked up. I wasn't. No, speak for everyone. Because if the great majority of you guys are masked up, that's what he's talking about. He's not talking about you, the leader. Yeah, I'm going to show my face because I'm upset and I'm ready for y'all to do something. Because if you do something, I'm going to get dangerous. I'm going to get mean, man. I'm going to shoot somebody in the pinky toe.
And in the case of Charlottesville, that's exactly was the case when it came to Antifa. When you saw those individuals, the National Socialist Movement and other organizations, the Traditionalist Worker Party, getting into it with people who were not being violent against them, who were simply exercising their right to speak and their free speech rights.
But you're not being honest right now.
That's what's happened. That's when things happen.
Daryl, you're not being honest. You know, I've interviewed Richard Spencer and Bate, Alaska, and those guys, and I don't agree with some of the things that they're about, but they do not have a history of being violent. Antifa guys.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They have a long history of being violent.
And so...
And now you're not being honest.
You're not being honest, Daryl, but let me ask. There is black-on-black violence in urban areas around the country. Why is it that if you care about black people, Antifa is supposed to be trying to make black people's lives better, improve their lives, why don't you go into the urban areas and protect the good folks from the good black people from the bad black ones, the young people who are killing children and who are killing adults? Why not go in the black community and do something about the violence?
Well, it's funny you say that because I know a number of organizations.
So here, he asked you a question about you. He asking you a question about Antifa. He's asking you a question about you guys. That's what he's asking the question. So when it's affirmative that you was doing something that he says you weren't doing, and you can speak for yourself and yourself only, then you do that instead of speaking for the group. When he asks you about something else that you guys are not representing and not doing, you want to point out other groups outside of Antifa who are doing what you're not doing. I guess because you're busy. Your cause is not to help those neighborhoods. That's not me. That's not my business right there. I'm minding my business. What they do to black people killing each other, that's their business. There's other groups out there. That's what you sound like. You sound like you're saying, that's what the other groups are for. They do that. Me, I'm a freedom fighter. I go out there and I whoop the Nazi's ass. I punch a Nazi in the nuts, man. I can't wait to see somebody with a hood on a swastika so I can ping, ping, right in the truck nuts. Ping, ping, right in the Dodge Ram nuts. That's what I want to do. But since you're not helping the black community in the way that he's saying, then you too are guilty of what you accuse him of doing, supporting domestic violence, right? Right? Because if you're not against it, you're for it. if you claim to be for a people and you're not for a people, then what are you doing? You're just there to have yourself a bit like a sip, just a morsel of relevance is what you want. And you're trying to put yourself up so big to be on this pedestal so that you can get this relevance. That's probably why you don't have your daggone mask on. Like, we want to see people's faces when they're out there doing their thing, because if you're going to be bold enough to do it, yeah, you should have your mask off, right? But they're doing it because they don't want to get fired from their jobs. They don't want to be seen by anybody. They don't want their worlds to be shattered by the stances that they're taking. Okay, you know what? If we're talking about people being human and they just taking a stance with something, I completely understand that part right there. I get it. But then the people who don't have their mask on when they're doing certain things like this, they want to be known for doing certain things like this. They can care less if they're seen for doing certain things like this. And you specifically, you have a reason for doing what you're doing and also not doing anything about these black communities. Maybe you feel like you're out of place. That's why you're pointing out these other groups who are doing it. He's talking about specifically Antifa. So unless I'm wrong, I could be wrong. I've been wrong a great deal of my life, 44 years old, and I'm always wrong. My wife tells me all the daggone time, but I'm cool with it. You should be cool with being wrong as well.
That have been about trying to quell the violence in the inner cities. If you want to talk about that, we need. And I'll be honest with you. Let me put out this olive branch to you here. You have organizations out there.
You're talking about Antifa.
My father, Antifa.
Thank you.
Fascists are out there too. We live in those towns. We live in those cities. We work.
I never see you rallying in those towns. I never see you supporting the police in those cities.
Conservatives out there, and I'm gonna tell you something. My olive branch is this: why don't conservatives just come to those towns, come to those communities, and start helping out? And start helping out people try to quell that violence. You have ceasefire out there, for example. Daily Show, for example.
They are trying to help out by trying to get all these daggone gun laws from being the way that they are. Because apparently in these areas where, oh my gracious, I'm not even going to go into it because then I might slip up and start sounding like I know what the hell I'm talking about. But they are trying to do something. But every single time they try to do something, we vote against it. We tell black people, no, that's not good for you. No, say no to guns. Tell them no to guns. Yes, all the laws against it, absolutely. We want to restrict. Absolutely. And then in those areas, that's where all the violence happens because people can't they're going to stick up for themselves. And the only people that's out there with guns is the villains. Like in New York specifically, New York is turned into Gotham City right now, man. But so they're trying to help you with the law end, but you're saying once the poop hits the fan, they should also get out there and help clean up the poop too. No, that's specifically on the people who voted for the poop. That's specifically for the people who voted for the poop. It makes no sense. It might sound heartless, but it is what it is, man.
Daryl, calm down. You're not answering my question.
About this, I love this story. I love this commentary because
Daryl, calm down.
Conservatives need to come on board and put their money where their mouth is. Go to those communities.
Why is it that we do not see Antifa in those communities being violent toward the gang members and the drug dealers? Why don't you go in there and do that?
That was a good one, bro. I like that one, bro. JLP, that was a good one. That was a good question, bro.
Rather than chasing a pipe dream by going after white people.
Let me ask you this. Reason why?
No, don't ask. Answer, god dang it.
Why you don't see it is because conservatives don't look.
We're talking about, no, if you were there, we would know about it.
You're not there. You're not there.
You wouldn't care. Because
you're not there, bro. You're not there. You don't plan on going there. You don't care to go there. You know he got your tail with that one. He got you with that one.
You don't care.
You don't care. You're the one.
Those that are trying to fight. What are you doing? I know that Bond is there trying to rebuild the family by rebuilding the man, but but people have accepted you in LA.
People have what? Hold on, Daryl. Let me take a break. The community. The lines are not clear here. Daryl, are you a communist?
No. I think that basically, it's not about. I call myself a leftist. I mean, that's pretty much where I'm at. I mean, but ultimately, it's really not about being right or left. It's about being right and wrong. And I'm down with anybody who wants to try to do right.
Bro, you're not. You're not, man. You're not. Yeah, you're not. I was hoping I was going to hear something amazing from this gentleman so I could have a better understanding of Antifa, what they stand for, what they actually do, and to see if they take any accountability for anything. This gentleman is not. He is not taking accountability for anything. I pretty much call myself a leftist. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. That's that's my groove. That's my little two-step. That's why I feel comfortable. Going inside the hood where all the riffraff is happening, nah, I ain't doing that. But when y'all pull up, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull up to the white man. Oh, I'm pulling up to the white man. Those little young people that's out there just shooting each other, oh, nah, they crazy. I ain't messing with them. Y'all do it because it's your fault. Who voted for them? Who voted for everything that goes on in the city? Well, I did, but it's still your fault. And you should get out here and put your money where your mouth is. Where am I going to be out there too? If you get out there, then I get out there. If you get out there, then I get out there. How about that? Huh? Shake on that. Shake on that. This dude is full of it, man.
That's just my real about it. Whatever political philosophy I may hold, I am flexible on that. I mean,
is there a difference? Daryl, is there a difference between a leftist and a communist? I thought they're both the same.
Well, there's different facets of leftism, just as there are different facets of rightism. So yeah, there is a difference. I mean, I have seen some very authoritarian communists. I've seen some very open rightists, very open people on the right. I think it's all about the person. It's about who you are as a human being.
You
got that.
You don't stand for anything, bro.
Yes, I am.
You're a Christian, so you believe in God.
Yes, I do.
Do you love all white people?
I love all people.
Do you love all people? How about all white people?
I don't have any problem with anyone unless they are bad people.
Do you love all white people?
Not all white people, but I don't love all black people. I don't love all Asian people. I never met all white people, so I got to be careful with that one there.
Amazing.
It's about the person. It's not so much about what color you are or what religion you are. It's about you. So that's not the issue. That's not the issue for me to say. You
said that my name is on your list. My producer chat that he didn't see my name on your list. Did you know it's not there?
Yeah. In all fairness, I have been working on the website and I have taken down the gallery entry. It's a rogues gallery entry that you're in. And it's been up there for about 10 years, but we have been retooling the site. That's the reason.
Dude, you're a liar, man. You're all over the place. You're all over the place, and I have surmised that you are lying, bro. Your pants is on fire. You're lying so daggone much. No BS. I think you're lying, man, because you just all over the place, man. And yeah.
Why?
I was told that Antifa has planned a rally in November 4th to go out and attack people. All people. Why is that? Is that true and why?
No, it's not true. And I heard your caller ask about that. And all it is just a series of rallies. That's all it has been. Someone on the far right side decided to turn it into a conspiracy theory where everybody's going to go out and beat up cops. Who announces that they are going to go out on a certain day to beat up police officers? Who does that?
So if you're saying who announces, why would I answer honestly right now if that's a part of the plans we've been having silently and behind closed doors in our private metaverse? Why would I answer that right now? Because if I tell you, then you're going to tell the police, then we won't be able to have the sneak attack, because that's all the plan right there. If we sneak attack, we can't give up our best move. Our best move is the sneak attack. We got to creep up on them and then attack. If I tell you that right now, that blows up the plan, brother. That blows up the plan, man. I'm not about to do that.
It's not. That's never been what it was about. And eventually, some of those on that side of the aisle have realized that's not what it is. It's just going to be a rally. It's happening on November 4th in various cities. I'll be in the one in Philadelphia, of course. And in the end, at the end of the day, everybody goes home. That's the way it's.
I want to ask this, Daryl. I noticed that in Charlottesville, Virginia, that the cops did not arrest you people, the Antifa people who were the most violent. You went there with the intent to attack. Why was it that the cops were told to, who told the cop to back off from Antifa and why?
Well, if you notice, they did arrest some people. You know who they were? The folks on the right who you keep trying to pretend were just being innocent, peaceful individuals.
But you're not answering my question.
But I am answering your question.
Why didn't they arrest Antifa?
Because we weren't the bad guys.
Amazing.
The Nazis.
And who told them not to arrest Antifa?
Amazing.
No one told them not to arrest Antifa.
Amazing.
Antifa weren't the bad guys.
On your list, you have people like Dinesh D'Souza, Phyllis. You have Dinesh D'Souza, Phyllis Schlafly, Tony Perkins. You have all good people on your list. Do you recognize good people?
They aren't good. There's nothing. You might think they're good, but the rest of society, not so much. And we make our case on the website. I would say simply, if people have issues with folks that we have listed, then simply talk to us about it. I mean, we can get into detail about Dinesh D'Souza.
What does the list mean? I mean, seriously, what does the list actually mean? Does it mean that if you're on this list, then you're next to be attacked? Does this mean that, I don't know, that we're pulling together some sort of a campaign to be able to take you out, ruin your life, ruin the way you make money? What are we doing? Why are people on the list? Here's the thing. The list is dumb. This guy is full of crap. I don't even say crap, but I wanted to say sugar honey iced tea, but I'm not, because I want this to be monetized. But at the end of the day, man, he is not ready for this conversation that he's having with JLP.
So, I mean, he's a charlatan. He's a charlatan.
Not. That's not true.
He's a charlatan.
All he does is just talk trash for his political benefit.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Does he have a right to do that?
Yeah, so do I. Okay.
But he is not attacking you. He is not attacking you, but you're attacking him.
That is true. Daryl Lamont Jenkins is not on Dinesh D'Souza's wall.
You're trying to take away his right.
He doesn't know me. Then again, he attacks a lot of people who he doesn't know. I mean, fact of the matter is that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. And let's be fair. If you're going to defend his right, you got to defend mine.
Let me ask, because of time here, does it bother you that most black people are suffering not because of this phony idea of racism, but the lack of moral character due to the destruction of the family? The average black man is not worth a dime. He's not marrying the women. He's not taking care of his family. They're violent toward one another. You have 72 to 73% of black babies born out of wedlock. Abortion out of control in the black communities around the country. Does that bother you at all?
I don't know, sir. I think I have a higher opinion of black people than you do, which is unfortunate.
It's not opinion, bro. He didn't give any opinions. He didn't give any opinions. His brothers, he was looking at actual statistics while he was speaking to you. It's not his opinion. It wasn't.
I mean, I didn't grow up like that. I mean, I had both my mother and father. They're the two strongest people in my life.
Does it bother you that that's happening in the black community? Does it bother Antifa?
It doesn't.
When it happens anywhere,
it
bothers me.
So,
and that's why you go out. That's why you go out and try to do something about it. But I'm not going to sit here and say that black people are, by the way, it's not a phony notion that it's racism. You just said you talked to Richard Spencer. You know it's not phony. And so, but bottom line is, whatever it is that we have to take care of in the community, we will take care of.
But why are you doing that? If you really care about black people, instead of running around the country attacking white people, why not deal with those moral issues in the black community?
When have I attacked white people, sir?
You attack the alt-right. You attack Donald Trump supporters. You attack people that you disagree with.
And what have they done? What have they done for their communities?
No.
Please, no. Let's be fair now.
Their communities are not out of control as yours.
Us as society. If they want to go out and polarize us as
hey, that's a mic drop right there. Their communities are not as messed up as yours. So what you got to say about that?
society, we as a society have to protect that. If you care, by the way, about the Black community, work more so with the Black community through events. It's just that simple. We do it. Why can't you?
Amazing. So, Darryl, I just have a few more questions for you here. And I need short answers because this first hour is going by fast.
I know.
I interviewed Richard Spencer, and Richard is into his whiteness. He's into the white people, and I disagree with that. You're into your Blackness. You're into Black people, and that's wrong, too. Does Richard have a right to be into white people since you're into Black people? Your Blackness.
Yes, be proud to be white, just as long as he doesn't be white at our expense. He once published an article calling for Black genocide. That's a concern.
And so, once again, if you guys are trying to do well or do good, why is it that you're hiding your faces and you're so violent? And you're turning. One of the reasons that we have the Great White Hope in the White House is because of the violent attacks that you guys put up on his supporters during the campaign. And people don't like you at all because of the meanness and the dirtiness that you are.
Now JLP is turning it up. He's turning it up with the Great White Hope, the mean and dirtiness that you are. He's turning it up a little bit. Oh yeah, this is definitely him turning it up. And this gentleman right here can't stay still. He's filled with anger, man. He can't wait to hop on this negatively.
Jesse, do you know how silly you sound calling him the Great White Hope?
He
realize how that sounds?
He is the Great White Hope, the greatest president that we've had in a long time.
For slavery. Yeah, I guess you would say something like that.
And so
meanwhile, Bob Corker is slamming him as saying he's not a role model. So you got some conservatives in there that are not really too fond of him.
So
either.
You realize that you're turning off people rather than gaining support because of the evil that's coming from Antifa.
I don't know. I'm not too sure about that because I can speak for myself. A lot of folks have been coming to me wondering how to fight people like you.
Amazing.
And I think one of the things that you have to do,
one of the
things that we all have to do is if you do not like how Antifa handles white supremacy or handles the hate politics that you apparently want to defend, you go out there and you do what you think is right.
He didn't say one thing about, he's so big on going up against white supremacy because white supremacy is what's killing the majority of Black people. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not, is it? No, it's not. That is Jesse Lee Peterson's point. You're so big on wanting to fight white supremacy. But that is not what's killing the majority of Black people right now. Black people are killing the majority of Black people right now. A man write a book about extinguishing the Black community or something like that. What do you say? I forgot what the name of it was. I'm sure you didn't read it. You just saw the title. Oh, if he titled it that, then he must be bad. Did you read it? How about what if inside the book he was talking about what's already happening amongst Black people? See, this right here, this blame game, it makes you feel like you're doing something when you're really not doing sugar honey iced tea to help at all. You're just getting louder and louder and louder, putting people on your list who are actually getting sugar honey iced tea done. You're putting people on your list who are not putting you on their list. Think about that. Make that make sense. Please make that make sense. You are the man in Antifa. You're not on anyone's list, but they're all on yours. Oh, we just now took Jesse Peterson off the list. Oh, nah, he's in a separate database. We didn't put him on the main list yet. Who gives a damn about your list? Like, your lists are stupid. Your lists are dumb. They're make-believe. and your cause is make-believe because you're not tackling real issues. Tackle the real issues. Oh, I get it. I get it. They figure that if they tackle this main issue of racism, white supremacy, and we done killed all racism and we done killed all white supremacy. Now we can tell everybody and they'd be like, yay, woohoo, we're going to put the guns down. No more killing each other. Yes, he did his job. Come on, Daryl. You sound ridiculous, bro.
Why do you hide? Why do you hide as cowards hide? I
don't know. I haven't been hiding, sir.
But Antifa put on dark masks.
Matter of fact, you could see me every year at CPAC.
Hey, brother, he asked you, why do you hide? You being the organization that you represent. Oh, you can see me every year at CPAC. I come to CPAC just to tell y'all not to say something because I want to say something to y'all about saying something because you're saying something that I would never say. And if you would say what I'm saying, then the world will be a better place. Brother, you sound dumb as HE double hockey sticks, man.
I'm always there.
Why is it that Antifa
this year? But because I'll be busy doing something else. But hell, there's even video of me getting into Andrew Breitbart's face. So much for hiding, sir.
Why is it that Antifa,
gracious.
when they go...
Why do conservatives have to... all right, I'm sorry.
Daryl, calm down.
And I apologize.
Daryl, why is it that when Antifa go out to become violent and attack people, why are they hiding their faces like little cowards?
If they were cowards, they wouldn't be there in the first place, sir.
Why are they hiding? You don't see the alt-right hiding their faces.
They wouldn't be there in the first place.
I'm sorry?
If they were hiding, they wouldn't be there in the first place.
You don't
if they were cowards, they wouldn't be there in the first place.
You don't see that they wear dark masks?
I'm never masked up. You know who I saw masked up?
No, I'm talking about Antifa. Do you see that Antifa mask up?
Have you called them cowards?
Do you see that Antifa is like the Klansmen? They mask up. If they are men and women of good, why are they hiding?
The been defending so far.
My final question, why don't you go after evil people like Louis Farrakhan, Maxine Waters?
He said like Louis Farrakhan. Do you guys think Louis Farrakhan is evil? What has he said that's evil? Come on, let me know in the comments because I don't follow Louis either. I don't. I'm a Baptist man. I'm not an Islam man. I'm a Baptist man. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Praise the Lord. Hello, somebody.
Federico, what's Federico last name? Wilson. Al Sharpton, Louis Farrakhan. Those people are evil. Why not go after them?
Well, I guess we have a different idea of what evil is. But if you're going to sit here and call Donald Trump the Great White Hope, I guess I'm on the right side of things when I don't go after them.
Why don't you go after them?
I'm on the right side of things.
They are evil.
No, Donald Trump, your Great White Hope, is evil.
When Louis Farrakhan called...
Apparently that is an opinion that is shared by a lot of people who are going to do something about the folks that you say are good. Nothing makes Frederica Wilson evil. The only thing she did was criticize Trump for attacking a Gold Star mother. Okay? If that makes her evil, then there's something wrong with your ideals. All right?
So let me ask.
I'm a bet myself.
So let me ask.
I don't appreciate that.
My final question. When Louis Farrakhan said that he's looking for 10,000 black men to go out and stalk and kill those who kill us, is that evil?
It depends on what you're talking about. I haven't heard the exact quote, and I really can't trust when you say it. So I have to find out what exactly he meant when he said that.
If I'm right about it, he's talking about going out and killing white people and cops. Would that be evil?
You mean like the 3%ers that tried to hold sniper positions? Yeah, it would be that kind of evil.
Amazing.
But I don't know what he has said. I'm going to be very careful with that.
I bet you are.
I cannot misrepresent who Farrakhan is anymore. To be perfectly honest with you, then I would misrepresent who you are. If I am going to go and defend or attack anyone, I'm going to make sure I have a good reason why. So I got to be fair and say, look, if you don't like evil, fight evil, but you damn sure better be right, pardon my language, when you do it.
So my final thing, when you guys when Antifa take off the mask, stop the violence, go into the inner cities and protect the innocent blacks from the violent blacks, then we would know that you're on the side of good. Until then, you're an evil group.
Will you join us? There was a Stop the Violence rally in June in Los Angeles. Were you there?
Oh, if you do good, I'm with you.
There was a Stop the Violence rally. That's what we did. We went to a Stop the Violence rally. No, we're not going to the hood where the violence is. But are they coming to the... Did anybody invite any of the hoodlums and the gangsters to the Stop the Violence rally? Anyone? Hopefully the pastors did that. We asked the pastors in the cities to do that dirty work, man. Make sure the pastors do it. Or the pastors probably asked the parents to do it. And the parents asked the kids to do it. Who's the ones out there doing the dirt? Hoping that the children, so we want the parents to do it. Listen, I didn't gain anything from this positive about Antifa, and because I think the representation was horrible. I think we need another person who represents Antifa to explain to me a little bit about Antifa, because this right here, it did nothing. It didn't help me out at all. I doubt it helped any of you at all. I doubt it. But who am I? Who am I? Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. Y'all have been amazing per usual. Love y'all. Bye.